A few miscellaneous stories about the fear of Allah, Chapter 2, Topic 12, Part 1. It is very difficult to cover all that is said in the Quran and the Hadith about the importance of fear of Allah. It may, however, be understood that fear of Allah is an essential step towards all spiritual advancement. The Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, said, "Fear of Allah is the root of all wisdom." Hurat ibn Umar, radiyallahu anhu, used to weep so much with the fear of Allah that he lost his eyesight. He said to somebody watching him, "You wonder at my weeping. Even the sun weeps with the fear of Allah." On another occasion, he is reported to have said, "Even the moon weeps with his fear." The Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, once passed by one of the Sahaba who was reciting the Quran. When he came to the verse, "And when the heaven splitteth asunder and becometh rosy like red hide," the hair of his body stood on end, and he was nearly choked, with excessive weeping. He would cry and say, "Alas, what will happen to me on the day when even the heaven splitteth asunder? Woe is me!" The Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, said to him, "Your crying has made even the angels weep." Once an Ansari sat and wept after Tahajjud, saying, "I cry to Allah for protection from the fire of hell." The Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, said to him, "You have made the angels weep today." Hurat Abdullah bin Rawaha, radiyallahu anhu, was once weeping. His wife also began to weep on seeing him in this condition. He inquired of her, "Why are you weeping?" She replied, "Whatever makes you weep makes me weep too." He said, "The idea that I have to cross the bridge of Sirat across hell makes me weep. I don't know whether I shall be able to cross over or fall into hell." Zuraira bin Awfa was leading the Salat in a masjid. When he recited the verse, "For when the trumpet shall sound, surely that day will be a day of anguish," he fell down and expired. People carried his body to his house. Khulaid was saying his Salat. During his Qiyrat, when he reached the verse, "Every soul will taste of death," he began to repeat it again and again. He heard a voice from a corner of the room saying, "How often are you going to repeat this verse? Your recitation has already caused the death of 4 jinns."